I think I love cold openings. I think cold openings are a great way to start any like podcast or series. Starting anything in medias res is really funny to me. Everyone, I'm not your host. Chris is your host. I'm just the one who talks the most. Howdy.
I
He says howdy.
Howdy.
Um,
Oh my
so
god.
here's my fun little thing for all of you. It's the Mid Autumn Festival. This weekend it is the second major holiday in a lot of Southeast and East Asian nations, representing the beginning of the harvest. Tonight is the full moon, as some of you may know. So similarly to the Lunar New Year, it is a lunar festival. And also similarly to the Lunar New Year, a lot of us eat mooncakes. The Mid-Autumn Festival is also well known in China and a lot of Southeast Asia for its associated myth of the moon goddess Chang'e and her devoted human archer husband. It is very sweet. It is very heart touching, and I'm not going to talk about it for way too long because that would lead
Save
to
it for
a whole
hot talk.
Hot talk.
yeah, I'll save it for afterwards. But one of the biggest celebratory things that we all do during this time is eat mooncakes. This one looks a little funky because I made it last night. First time making mooncakes ever. As you can see, there's a little bit of red bean filling leaking out of the top because it was very messy, and I'm not very good at it yet. But my partner and I stayed up making these last night and baking these, and you're supposed to wait like a few days in order to consume it. But I want to break this one open with you all on chat, just to celebrate together. So let's do that. Normally, this is supposed to be mooncakes are supposed to be broken with friends and family because they're very, very calorically dense, and if you eat one all on your own, you're going to feel unpleasant. Bah, that was very easy because this is not very solid. This is also not a very solid mooncake yet, mind you.
You'll get better,
you're supposed to wait.
Sam.
You're supposed to wait a few days in order to eat it.
or it gets super dense.
Yeah. Before it gets really, really dense.
I want my mooncake hard as a rock.
We
Literally,
eat hockey
right?
pucks tonight.
They get denser and they get much more flavorful and almost golden in color over like a few days of rest, right? So you're supposed to take some time in order to eat them, but I'm not going to because Hot Asian D&D is today. So, and I want to have some with my friends. So I'm going to eat one right now. This is mine. This is yours. Take it from the camera.
POV. It's the autumn moon.
POV. It's Mid-Autumn Festival, and I am feeding you mooncakes.
And one of us is a vampire, but I'm not going to reveal which one.
One of us is a vampire. Yeah. Also, yes, for chat, I am wearing an ao dai. This is the national outfit of Vietnam. Fit check. It's beautiful. I love it. It's a bit warm, unfortunately, because it is 100 degrees where I currently am. But I'm a firm believer in suffering for the sake of fashion, and this is, I think, a beautiful piece of clothing.
You and I
So-
sitting here like non-traditional heathens.
Yep.
No,
I'm that
This is-
great middle ground because I bought this in Korea. Don't know what it is, but it looks nice.
Nice. Genuine question. Does Japan celebrate like Mid-Autumn Festival?
Yeah.
I know it gets celebrated differently in different regions. In Vietnam, at least, it gets translated at least a little bit to like a children's festival as well. I don't know how that, manifests in other cultures.
Something for everyone to research later on.
Called Sukumi.
Hmm?
It's Sukumi.
Ah.
Or Otsukmi, meaning moon viewing. It's also known as Jugyo, a Japanese festival honoring the autumn moon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, with
there
that
you go.
extended hot talk segment, hey, Thanks,
Holy
DL.
shit! Look at all those gifted tears.
Hell yeah.
Yes, thank you so much.
Speaking
for
of,
true
it
and
is
only
September,
Dragon
ladies and
lore.
gentlemen. Don't know what that means. I just got a notification for it a while ago. It might not be anymore, but
No, it should be. Remember September?
oh
right?
yeah, that's how that works.
There you go.
Is it
For like
September?
the longest time, I thought that October came after August, so
Oh, buddy.
I put in my work request wrong, I think. I thought I was off for a lot longer than I was. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be gone for like a month and a half. But I wasn't. Anyway. Goddamn. Thank you,
Another
Kieran.
round of subs.
Good stuff. Look at all of you. Happy Mid-Autumn
So
Festival,
generous,
everybody.
Yeah.
Also, it
How
wouldn't
can
be
you
Hot
not
Asian
festival?
D&D if we weren't eating. On
This is true. I ate my
That's
breakfast.
the beauty of us running during lunch, right?
yeah.
Breakfast, lunch,
We
and
all are
very
just
early dinner.
eating during game. I think that's very like we are sitting around like a lazy Susan having lunch as we play D&D.
If we ever have a live show, instead of doing it at a con, can we do it at like a Chinese restaurant or something?
Just at a dim sum place.
Yes,
That'd
absolutely.
be
Yes,
so good.
absolutely. Yes, we are. If we have a live stream, like if we are doing, if we do a live play, all get together. We have to do it as an Asian restaurant. I like am begging you.
I think that is my goal in mind. It's like play one game with Erika Ishii and then do a fucking stream at like a dim sum place.
Yeah, baby. No. Do it at my place. I'll just cook dim sum for all of us. It'll be great.
There we go.
All right,
I
so
will-
stay tuned to next episode where we all go to Sam's house and we just play D&D.
We grill Korean barbecue and have hot pot.
I want Korean barbecue. Before we start, I have like one thing to say. Like I was in Korea, which is why I was absent for the last two streams and left my lovely cast to deal with that. But I found out that at least the place I was staying, Korean barbecue is a little different than it is here, which is to say they don't do like all you can eat, which I got
Yeah.
really sad about because like I was very hungry.
The all you can eat part is very American.
Yeah.
Like going out for grilled meat. I think it's like yaku inu in yaku yaki. Oh my, starts with the Y. In Japan starts with the Y. This one,
Yakiniku?
Yes.
maybe. Yes.
His baby.
Baby.
Oh my gosh, that baby is giant now.
Huge baby.
Oh my gosh. Like that idea also like grilled meat, doing it like all you can eat remains an American thing, right? Because meat is expensive in a lot of parts of Asia.
Is this the first time we've done a hot talk segment before we actually started?
We should start soon.
Talk more
should.
after, and we'll talk more
It's
after.
true.
too.
We have so much to catch up on. We have a lot of stuff has happened in the last 2 weeks. Kind of. I don't know. What have I'll save the question of what y'all been up to for after we actually play, because I'm jonesing to figure out how you guys are gonna get through this.
Let's do it. Let's get in there.
Let's
Oh,
get
boy.
in there. Just jump right in. Eyes closed. Feet open.
Wet.
Feet wet. No, that's a different stream. So, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot that there are like announcements and crap that we have to do beforehand too. I'm sorry, but hello, I am Chris or Hamasawa-kun, your DM / the person currently doing this stream. We have Wraither, we have Rabu, and we have Mother of Sad Boys, also known as Lily, resident mom.
Also known as Mom.
In terms of announcements, please feel free to join our Discord server, which is very important. You get notifications as to when we go live. The YouTube is in the process of being made. I did some work on it yesterday. I just need to upload a handful of episodes and get that link in the Willow link for all of you. Podcast version follows eventually. Oh, it's there?
Yeah.
It's there now, so you can go and subscribe to that with the no content on there currently, but I think after this stream, I'm going to have to do a bunch of work, and I'll probably start uploading some stuff. Podcast version will eventually be out. I don't know how to make a podcast, so I just have the audio files on my computer. We'll get to that, too, eventually. Merch. You too can get the it's out of arm's reach. You too can get the crop top Hot Asian D&D Cherry Blossom hoodie alongside other lovely clothing items that you can use to declare to the world that you fuck. Or wear them, either one. And last but not least, our Twitter, which is the most active out of all the things other than this stream. Follow the Twitter, Hot Asian D&D. You get to see, I don't really know what you get to see. You get to see some pretty insane shit. What's the link to the YouTube channel? It is in our Willow link, which you can find in the server under links and something else. I don't know what the other part of that thing is. Important links? Nope, that's the wrong server. Links and socials. That is where you can find the Willow link, which should have our YouTube on it. Cool.
Now we put it on there yesterday.
Yeah, I made the channel yesterday. I had to make a new a Gmail for it because it wouldn't let me use Yahoo to make the channel.
Oh yeah, because YouTube.
Yeah, it's the same sign in though.
Yahoo? Still?
Why is our email the Yahoo one?
Because I'm lazy.
Well, now we have a Gmail. So in case anybody ever wants to send us something through the email, I'm not going to give it to you, but like...
You can send it to both of them.
You can send it. Please, for all business inquiries, DM... I was trying to think of an Asian celebrity. DM Michelle Yeoh on our behalf. Ask her if she wants to play Dungeons and Dragons.
God.
DM
Anyway.
Erika Ishii.
DM Erika Ishii. Okay, so like I'm mutuals with Amy Vorpal and TJ Storm. So I think by some manner I can use those two things to maybe eventually play with Erika Ishii.
DM Rufio.
Yeah. DM Rufio. Anyway, now that all that's out of the way, we can start.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody back to Hot Asian D&D. Waves break along shores of glass. Ash falls like snow. Last time on Hot Asian D&D, the party found themselves within the palace in search of an ancient relic belonging to a poor boy and his family. Through a whole manner of shenanigans, they eventually managed to break into the vault where they came across a terrible trap. Sealed within bodies of stone, 2 of our party members fell victim to an ancient and terrible curse. With few options left, Akemi Kobayashi pressed forward, walking blindly into the inner chamber, where a mysterious figure was waiting. The stage is set. You can hear naught but silence, a handful of bits of metal clinking against each other in this very drafty room. And Akemi, you have currently started crawling through the vault. I believe you put on a blindfold?
Yeah, so I couldn't see the eyes.
It's true. And as you were sort of feeling around, making a path for yourself, you made contact with someone's foot. And all you heard was a seemingly male voice saying, "Who are you?"
Oh, I did hear that? Okay,
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's see, sorry. Did you hear that?
Nope.
It was a little burp. Okay, so, can I... Well, I have to respond. Okay. Akemi is going to turn towards the sound of the noise and, simply respond, who's asking?
Damn, okay. There's like a brief silence. Almost sort of introspective in a way, at least as far as you can tell, not being able to see anything. as he just says, "It's a very complicated question. But I mean you no harm. I'm just a little lost at the moment."
I mean, you're speaking to somebody with blindfolds on, so I can't tell if you are dangerous or not. Though I'm not entirely inclined to trust you considering where we are. How'd you get here?
I walked.
Through the chamber where everyone's turned to stone?
I mean, there's more than one way into a vault, but you can remove your blindfold if you like. It's safe in here, at least as far as I can tell.
Don't trust him. Okay. Akemi's gonna take the blindfold off,
Okay.
but put her hands over her.
Okay.
Remove. Please.
Just like,
You like peek a little?
yeah, because like if you can't see her, okay, the reasoning is if you can't see the whole eye, then you can't look into the eye.
I don't
Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't really know what to do with that, but as you have a brief peek at the figure before you, you can see this like deep crimson robe, fur-lined, sort of drapes from the shoulders. You can't actually see his face because he's currently wearing a wooden ceremonial mask. You can see this sort of crest on top that glows this very faint color. There's sort of like green, gold, red. Let's see, it's sort of
Take
like
his
split.
mask.
You're gonna take his mask?
Yeah.
Roll for it? Roll
Okay,
like a
what do you want me to roll?
sleight of hand, I
Sleight of
guess.
hand.
To try to swipe his mask.
Yeah,
Is
because
it
I want to
okay?
see what he looks like.
Choose chaos.
Why not? Hold on, I have to pull up D&D Beyond. Anyways, do 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 do. Is it copyrighted if we sing it?
We don't have the money for licensed
We'll
music.
find out later.
That was in Jeopardy. That was Danger,
Loading
the
screen.
offshore duplicate of the show. I don't know.
Hold on, I got this. Not both of them titties, Akemi.
Nothing will ever beat both of them titties. My favorite.
Sleight of
character.
hand, yes.
Sleight of hand,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, 16.
16. You sort of reach out, having been currently like covering your eyes with one hand and just reaching out for it. As you're about to make contact, he just sort of like backsteps and just, that was kind of rude.
Only weirdos hide their face in a room where you're supposed to see things. I mean, I'm just a fucking idiot with a blindfold, but you went so far as to cover your entire face. Why?
I mean, we barely know each other. I don't know why I should feel obligated to tell you personally, but from the looks of it, as he kind of like looks back in the other room, you lost a few people, I believe.
2, not a few, 2.
I mean, I always classify a few as more than one.
I mean, semantically speaking, that's incorrect. But, that's not the point here. The point is you're hiding your face, but you're the one that told me to take off my blindfold.
I simply said that it was safe so that you could take off your blindfold.
Okay, well, it's safe here. You can take your mask off.
do you even know why you're here?
Yes. I have to remember if I know or not. I do. Okay, yeah, no, I know. I know why we're here. Yeah.
Do you know how to free your friends?
I'm working on that.
Hmm.
Do
Huh?
you know how to free my friends?
Yes.
Can you help me free my friends?
I don't know. You were pretty rude.
I wasn't rude. I was pushy. There's a difference.
Make a persuasion.
15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
I'll help you, but I need something in return. Like you, I'm looking for something.
Okay.
And unlike you, I know where it is.
Alright. Well, if I can get it, I'll give it to you. If I can't, what can I give you in lieu of that?
Well, let's see about trying to get it first, and cross that bridge when we get to it. As he just kind of walks into the vault, further in, sort of past these mounds of gold. Each sort of glimmers this bright color. What do you do?
I follow him?
Okay. You
Still don't trust him, though.
You trek through piles of gold, jewels, relics, paintings, just an entire assortment of things collected over conquests and festivals, till eventually you crest over a rather large mound, and just below, kind of resting in between this sort of mountain of riches, is what it looks like a house. A small shack made out of scrap metal and various items that have been collected. Surrounding the area are just, for lack of a better term, not treasure, but like loose crap. Just random items, trinkets, seemingly stolen at random. Come to think of it, you do actually recognize one of the trinkets that are just sat in the middle of this pile. It's Kong's bag.
We've hit.
You recognize the food stains, the loose weapons, and
His clothes.
his clothes.
Now, am I a good friend, and do I retrieve that for my stone buddy, or...
Thanks, bestie.
Chris, can I just grab it? Like, as we're... Because I'm assuming we're walking up to this little, like, shit shack.
Love shit shack. You're essentially sort of cresting over this mountain. You had to, like, crawl up because each of the pieces of gold were shifting. But as you sort of make a move for it, he holds his hand out and stops you. As you see a sort of shadowy figure caked in dust and grime, wearing this jagged crown, start to sort of limber towards the house. You can see these elongated limbs, tattered robes, sort of mimicking or almost parodying this grandeur of a royal, as just kind of crawls over, starts scraping items off the ground and brings it with it into the shack and then closes the door.
With the same look on her face, Akemi kind of turns to the masked stranger and just goes, "What was that?"
That is both the key to helping your friends and the person currently in possession of what I'm looking for. It is a... Are you familiar with a Kumorin yokai called a King of the Dust Heap?
Vaguely?
In essence, a sort of rule of the universe is if there's a collection of enough things, even as really insignificant as lost items, there is usually something to rule over them. That is what rules over them. It will collect loose items, and as you can kind of see as he points over towards Kong's bag, you watch as it sprouts an eye, 2 legs, and then just starts walking around. It does that to them.
R.I.P. Kong's bag. Sag. Okay. But how is it supposed to help them?
How it just rules over them. It has nothing to do with helping them.
No, my friends.
Oh! Well, all in good time. I need... Just kind of, like, looks through one of the windows. Takes out a piece of paper and just draws this... The same symbol that's on his mask. There is a... For lack of a better term, tube? A container of sorts with this symbol on it. And you can see it's like a circle within a triangle, and then or not triangle, inside of a diamond, and at each of the points is another circle. Just get this for me, and I will tell you how to save your friends.
You said help, not retrieve something for you. You said help you get it, which means... Technically, shouldn't you be coming with me?
Semantics. You're helping me by getting it for me.
I hate this. Chris, where is the yokai at?
In the house.
God damn it.
You can do it, Kevy.
I don't wanna. It's all dusty. My clothes will get dirty.
Get all dusty in there.
The way you described him, I'm just picturing Danny DeVito. I'm the trash man.
It kind of is.
Terrible. Terrible.
Trash man.
And Rabu and Sam are on a time crunch because they were starting to crumble.
Yep.
That they are.
Damn it.
We're gonna get crunchitized.
Crunch. Oh my god. Get crunchy.
Okay. Chris, is there any way that I would know if this thing was, like, dangerous? Or if it was just, you know, one of those passive yokai?
Roll me a history check.
Okay. It felt like you were gonna say more than that.
I thought I was, but I wasn't.
Okay. Alright. Beyond. Okay. Well, the app hates me, so... Alright. History. Alright, that is a 15.
Nice. Little is known about kings of the dust heap. They are pretty solitary. They like having items. They enjoy the collection, the act of collecting, ruling over their mounds of gold and trash. generally speaking, they don't try to bother anyone. They just tend to show up when things are left out for a prolonged period of time in mass. So it probably wouldn't, like, attack you on sight.
Would it attack me if I took something from it?
Probably. In essence, it regards itself as royalty, so you would probably want to treat it in the same vein as you would, like, a royal.
Okay. That's easy. Alright.
Time to schmooze.
Kimmy is going to walk up to the door and knock.
All right.
As she's knocking, she's going to pull out a few gold pieces, bow and hold her hands out, and wait for the king to open the door.
You knock, and there's this brief silence as you hear items within shifting around, and as the door opens, rather than being greeted by the creature you had seen, you see a hairbrush with legs and arms. As it just kind of like hops down from the door handle and just like enters into a deep bow and presents its sovereign, who is currently sitting on the remains of a throne with like sections built up by like piles of gold, a handful of throw pillows, and just this one long staff. As kind of looks at you curiously.
Okay. Chris, I know primordial, so I'm going to try that language first.
Ooh.
And Kemi is still bowing. She's going to take a deep bow and say, "My lord, I am here to beseech you to please relinquish a humble treasure of yours so that I may save my friends."
He seems bothered, almost like you hit a chord with him.
Oh.
Damn it. Oh well.
You
happens.
come to my home and request something of me for very little. Why does the fate of your friends matter to me?
It doesn't.
Lovely. He slams the door.
God damn it. Well, I tried to be nice. I guess I'm gonna steal.
I'm
You
done being nice.
kind of like looking over your shoulder, you do see the guy in the mask just kind of like
Hold on, Chris, were there treasures in the room
there are
back before the vault?
before the vault. No, there were just sort of like a handful of loose items that might not have been turned to stone, like a quill or like a book or something. And then there were just the statues, and then as you enter into the inner chamber, that's where all the riches are.
I don't want to steal from this guy, but he was kind of a dick. Also, I want to get Kong's stuff back.
It is currently just walking around like it just realized sentience. There's like this brief moment where it like stares down at its feet. It grows like one arm, looks at it, and just like screams as he's just, "What am I? What is this sentience? What is this?" As he's just like running around in circles, just like outside.
Cool. So this is the perfect time for me to steal stuff, is what you're saying.
I don't do with that information as you will.
So he's slowly slipping into madness, is what I'm hearing.
The bag is, yeah. The king hasn't like come out to see it's just like trying to realize itself within this like knapsack body.
Okay. This is how Kong gets a buddy. This is
Kong's
how
friend.
Kong gets a spirit
Animal companion.
Yes. All right, cool. So his bag is gaining sentience. Does that also mean that his bag may revolt?
Hard to
Again,
say. It's
yes.
currently just having an existential crisis. You can try to talk to it if you like, but just from the offset, you can't tell.
Okay. All right. Okay, Sam, I see that. It's time. Because you said it in 2 separate chats.
Yeah, it's important to me that everybody knows how cool I am with stealing from really wealthy people.
You know what? In honor of the queen's death, I'm gonna go steal some shit from a monarchy. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and preemptively roll a stealth check on this one.
Go for it.
Because I'm gonna need it. Is that dexterity? No, skills. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a 12.
12? Alright, hold on.
No.
Let me roll a fancy little
Alright.
boy.
This is for me to sneak into the house.
Sneak into the house?
Yes, because I don't know where the thing is.
Okay. How do you plan to sneak into the house? Do you just go through the door?
Nah, man, I'm gonna climb up on the roof.
Rad.
Nice.
Alright. You do your best. A handful of gold coins do fall as you approach, as the entire thing isn't a solid mass. But you do eventually manage to make it to the roof with very little issue, as Kong's bag starts to just collect other items from around it.
Oh, buddy.
Handful of them are put within the bag, as a few of them do gain sentience. There's like a small knife. It's like a very ornate dagger. You can see the pommel is made out of this really polished jade. The blade itself is sort of like carved with images of this great battle, as it just says, "Are you my mother?" As the bag is like, "Hold on, where am I?" As there's just this sort of cacophony of things finally gaining sentience that were never supposed to have it. But go on, you're on the roof.
What?
Man. Kong's bag and Stickbook are going to be best friends.
I'm sorry, I'm losing it over these items.
They're unionizing. Hold on. Wait, let me roll for union.
This is really sad. These poor things are like gaining sentience in the most traumatizing way.
There's
Wait,
like
hold on.
there's like 11
Hold on.
items that are joining a union with Kong's bag.
Hold on.
I'm so glad that my bag and I have the same like ethos.
I'm gonna like whisper scream. Oh no, okay, hold on. Since Kong's bag has gained sentience,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna mind meld with
Oh my
like,
God.
mind link with it.
Go for it. Yeah, all right, cool. You
Yes.
mind meld with the bag, as it's just all that's inside it is just, I must collect everything. Where
Hold on.
do you start speaking to it?
Yeah.
Who are you? Are you my mom?
I'm a friend of your dad's.
I have a
if you
dad?
You do. His name is Kong. He's in the other room. If you help me get this thing from inside of this monster's lair, I can return you to him.
I remember Kong. The smell of meat buns. My father.
You can get all the meat buns you want, little buddy. If you help me.
I
just need
would
to retrieve
kill
this
for
one
you.
item.
What would you ask of me?
Chris, what is the item supposed to look like?
So imagine, if you will, just like Kong's
I will imagine.
Yeah, okay, so like Kong's knapsack, right? You know, it's very simple, like a drawstring. It's like a bit stained here and there, a bit of patchwork done over years of travel. It's like embroidered with this really nicely stitched design. Has this big ass eye that's just like darting all around, and like, for lack of a better term, you know how
What's the item that he's looking for?
What?
meant the item that she's looking for.
Oh, the item you're looking for. Sorry. I really wanted to describe Kong's bag, though.
Please
is the thing.
continue.
Oh, yeah. No, so the last bit is, you know how, like, stick figures have, like, those weird spindly little arms?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what the bag has. Anyway, the item you're looking for is this, like, long cylindrical container with the symbol that was drawn on the paper that was given to you.
Okay, so I just hold out the paper and I say it's like a tube that has this. If you could find it and get it for me from that thing in there, that would be most appreciated.
Tubes. Those are like the bags of the circle world. Onward, men, as they, like, start marching in formation towards the house. You can kind of see over the hill, like, the guy in the mask is just, like, kind of, like, office, just, like, jims the camera that doesn't exist. As it, like, marches up and knocks on the door. Door opens and there's a hairbrush. It seems like they're having a conversation as the king just says, "And what brings you here, little... What the hell are you?" As they just, like, start charging, and he's like, "Ah, oh my god!" There's just this sound of intense battle going on. I'm gonna roll to see if they're actually successful, or if you just sent all these bags to die.
Please.
Oh my fucking god, why? The companions for this entire quest roll better than the actual players. Rolled a flat 19. As they begin to overthrow the king of the dust heap, an enemy that I had an entire thing for. Awesome. As he is pummeled to the ground by a bag, like 5 hairbrushes, a knife, and what you think might have once been a portrait of some random person. As they walk out with this cylindrical tube and look up to you and salute.
Salute back at them and then turn to the guy and just...
He Jesus Christ.
Oh.
He walks down to greet these soldiers in arms as he takes hold of the cylinder, pops it open, checks the contents, closes it, slings it over his shoulder. Good work. That was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And it's been a long life.
Okay. So, are we gonna go save my friends now?
Yeah. I mean, you did most of the work already. You're gonna be looking for a small Kokeshi doll. Look for the ones with your friend's name on it. Snap it in half, and you're good.
That's it?
Yeah.
Is there another way out that doesn't involve going through the eyes?
I mean, probably.
Okay, how'd you get in here?
Kind of just sits for a second. I mean, this palace is old. There are tunnels and vents and all sorts of passages forgotten by time, but not forgotten by me, as he begins walking away.
Akemi turns towards Kong's bag and goes,
Just kind of like stands at the ready, staring up at you.
wait, does he have a name? Do you have a name?
What is a name?
Oh no. Sam, what do you want to name your bag?
I'm a stone. I can't make any decisions
tell
right
me.
now.
What do you want to name your bag? All right. Akemi, who's not so much of a privileged dick to name someone else's possession, kind of turns towards him and goes, well, it's something your parents give you, so I'll reserve that for your father, Kong.
My father.
Do you remember the woman that was with us? With your father and with me while we traveled? Do you
Yes.
vaguely have any recognition? Okay.
Stickbug.
Not a woman.
What is a woman?
Kemi's just like, fuck.
Understands the finer points of revolution, but not what a gender is.
I love my son. He gets it.
We love a woke bag.
It's
Rob
just
says, what is a woman but a miserable pile of secrets?
Have at you.
Okay. Akemi takes out a pen and a piece of paper and draws a very crude, sketch of what, Shiwa and Kong look like.
after
She
this
hands
session,
it.
I'm gonna need you to actually draw this for me because I think it's
Oh,
a
it's gonna
beautiful
happen.
visual.
I
Okay.
got you.
Anyway, sorry. Go on.
She's gonna hand it to the bag, and she's gonna be like, there are two, dolls in there. Go find them and break them in half.
Yes.
As Akemi turns and goes, it'll save your father, and then go get them. As she turns and goes to just fucking tackle the dude in the mask.
Jesus, Akemi.
Roll a perception.
Oh, that's ass. 6.
You have no idea where he is.
He gone.
He gone.
gone.
Though you do hear as these various items ransack this house and just start breaking everything. I don't think they realize what it is you gave them and have just started running amok. You watch as the house collapses in on itself. Crawling out of the woodworks is the bag.
Okay, Akemi goes and like tries to help the bag up.
I have done it. I have saved father.
Yeah, little buddy, you did something. Akemi, how do you even like carry something like that? You can't wear it anymore because it's a sentient being.
That's like a strap. You could like baby Bjorn it.
Okay, yeah, Akemi does that as she... It's a child now.
It is a child. It has the
This is Kong's baby.
Kong's baby. Okay.
So like, the king of the dust is gone, yeah?
As far as you can tell, he didn't emerge
definitely
from
is.
the wreckage. A house collapsed on him.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna start taking some of his stuff.
Sick. What are you grabbing?
I don't know, Chris. What can I see? I am going to be taking some money because while I am made of it, I also can use more, and I'm gonna feed some of it to Kong's bag.
You're gonna feed Kong's bag?
Money, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for taking care of my kid.
Babysitting.
Anything for you, buddy.
There are just like piles of gold For the most part, you do see a handful of items that glow a faint color, ranging from different hues. There are like really nicely made bags, robes. A lot of it is just collecting dust. It looks like it was dropped into this vault and just left there.
Okay. What are the things that have like the weird colors?
You see what appears to be a small dagger. You see a bachi, which is the instrument used to strum a shamisen. You see like a very simple suit of leather armor. Kind of varies here and there. There's a staff.
Ooh, cool. Okay, I want to take the bachi. I want to take the dagger because I like knives. And on top of like the gold that I'm going to be giving to Kong's bag, I'm going to take some extra gold and just put it in me boob pocket.
In your boob pocket, how much do you take?
How much can I take?
You're just putting it in your boob pocket?
Yeah.
I don't know, like 10 if you were really just shoving them in there. Like, this is a tightly wrapped kimono. I don't know how much you...
Okay.
All right, you get 10 gold pieces.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Can I hand Kong's bag, like, how much can I fit in Kong's bag?
I mean, it's
How
never
much
known
will he
what.
take?
I mean, he grabs like 50 until he's like, please, no more.
Okay, cool. All right. So, and then I baby Bjorn Kong's bag with all the monies. Can I see through the wreckage any dolls that are broken or anything like that?
Make a perception check and or investigation, up to you.
I'll do investigation. 12.
12? You don't see anything in there. Kind of looking through the wreckage, there doesn't appear to be any items matching that description. And as Akemi searches and searches, we're going to cut to the other two players. Sorry that took so long. I didn't realize a revolution was going to happen.
Sorry.
Starting us off.
You know, I think revolution should take as much time as it needs.
Yeah, just first the king of the
It
dust
was
heap, then
your
the monarchy.
I love my bag.
You boy.
That's all.
He's a
That's
good boy.
No further comment.
He's a good
I feel like Kong's
non-gender
gonna lose his
specific
shit
item.
once he opens it and sees all the gold that he took.
My son. Anyway,
Did you get this?
He was
With-
fed it.
you fed his kid, you know, and
I
made
love
sure
that
that he...
child. That child's my child.
Anyway, Kong, you have been sitting on your porch for a while,
Mm-hmm.
kind of taking in sort of autumn air. You can hear faint chirping that goes silent. You spot a figure in the distance. It's almost taunting you in a way. Kept obscured by shadows, but you know that it's staring you dead in the eye.
Alright. Kind of get up on my feet. Would have appreciated a few more minutes of sitting, but back on the road. And I'm gonna begin the trek towards that distant figure. Give a nod to the house.
See as the door swings open in the breeze. Continue onwards, marching towards this creature. So it just kind of laughs, this weirdly detached cackle. Can make out details. There's this very dark fur matted with grime and blood. You can see as bits of it are dripping from its fangs. Eyes glow this deep, deep red as it looks at you and then just starts walking, lumbering off, and behind it is dragging a screaming child. Maybe somewhere in the range of like 14, 15. It just starts walking off.
I unlatch the axe from my back, drop it, and let it drag on the dirt a bit before slinging it onto my shoulder and breaking into a run.
As hard as you try to catch up with it, it just by walking seems to be outpacing you. It's always just far enough that you can't hit it. As it just keeps walking and walking, you feel the weight of all of this movement weighing down on you. You continue. You can feel your breath start to get heavy, heart pounds. There is a brief moment of almost realization. Your humanoid body is not going to cut it.
As I kind of trip forward on one knee, I take a deep breath and let that old magic surge through me again. And I'll take on my shifter form and see how far I can push it.
Roll me an athletics check.
Yeah. Let's see here. That's gonna be a natural 20.
Natural 20. Let's go.
Go,
You
boy!
Keep running. You push past the bounds of this metaphysical domain. The creature gets closer and closer as you keep pushing yourself. There are brief moments, single fleeting instances where you feel yourself begin to slip, where you almost revel in the chase and that primeval urge to just take it a bit further. But you push that out of your mind, maintaining control as you eventually catch up with the figure, and the two of you are in this field.
No. I hold up my axe. If you're gonna taunt me, the least you could do is face me.
Just laughs. This sort of low chuckle. Kind of holds up this child in front of you. You have a sort of faint recollection. Looks familiar. You think you might have known this kid a lifetime ago. Back when you were in the village. Happy. When you could feel the warmth of home. I think you might have been friends with this kid once.
Oh, I need to process this.
Take your time.
I take a deep breath. This nightmare. Let's see what role you play in it. And I am going to throw my axe at it. And can I start like a fight? Can I throw down with this thing?
You can certainly try. Roll me an attack for the axe throw first.
Yeah. Now this is not a hand axe. It is a battle axe. It is not meant to be thrown, which makes this an improvised weapon as per PHB rules. And because I'm not proficient in improvised weapons, this will be done without my proficiency modifier. So this is a pure strength attack. That is going to be a 12 to hit.
12 to hit. To be fair, the creature's not armored or anything. You sort of process all of this, everything that has happened so far, and you throw the axe, spins in the air as it just makes its way towards the creature. slicing it clean down the middle as this sort of smoke coalesces around, fades away. The boy drops to the ground, and you wake up. You're in the hallway again. But that vision, that single instance haunting you, you feel it. Even though the vision ends, it's not going away.
Kind of turn over and pull myself up to my knees and rub at the tattoo on my neck. Form's emptiness. Emptiness is form. And I kind of repeat that to myself almost meditatively as I get up on my feet and assess the space. Is Shiwa also still here?
We'll get to that. Shiwa.
Awesome.
Still a rock.
Still around now. You continue going through this battle, different faces, same result, over and over and over again.
Oof.
You remember how it goes. Years and years of watching this happen. See that single, those twin gems circling each other, laying waste to the world. Though you do see another figure standing there at the top of this pyramid. The skies turn red, crackle with lightning. It's cloudless, starless. This battle rages on. And you recognize that wooden mask, the crimson robes. It's the man you saw that day. Yesterday, you think. Or it might have been 1,000 years ago. You really can't tell at this moment.
Great.
What do you do?
How far away is he, and how many loops have I gone through?
Too many to count. He's really just up the stairs. People are fighting all around you, but they don't seem to interact with you.
Well, if I've gone through this many loops, Shiwa at this point is just like ragged, jaded, and just fed up with everything. And she's staring up at that person. It's like, I do. You said you know me. You said you knew me. Do I know you? And so she's just gonna, like, drag her feet up the stairs while still looking at the figure, kind of like ignoring the battles that are going around beside her, because at this point she's tried to intervene so many times and just, I assume, kept getting stabbed.
Yeah, pretty much.
And resetting the loop, yeah. And so anytime like someone like gets in her way, she kind of just like sidesteps and walks around and just keeps going up the stairs.
You keep walking till eventually you're at the very top, the apex of this platform. All around you, the sounds of battle fade into the distance, and it feels good for a moment to be detached from all that. But there's a twinge of guilt at knowing you could maybe keep trying, you could do something, but there's something else at play here. You are face to face with the man in the mask. You can see these two gems circling each other. Almost feels wrong the way they dance in stasis almost. You usually feel comfortable, warm, and safe around these, but they feel so foreign to you right now.
She kind of just drops to her knees like, what did you want from me? The fuck did you want from me? I told you. I can't help you. I can't even help myself right now. Why are you here?
You remember his words from a day or two ago. So he just says, I'm been lost as of late. I seek guidance, and I don't have anyone else.
She just looks up at him. What can I do?
He sits for a moment, kind of caught in the silence, the stillness of the world, and he says, do you ever think about fate? The finality of it? Every decision of your life made for you.
Try not to. It's a little depressing. And I feel that I can change things. We should be allowed to change things.
How?
With our choices. Otherwise, if we're all set in stone, then really, what's the point of just playing your roles? There's no point to living then. So there has to be choice.
Kind of looks down at the surrounding battle. Do you think humans are capable of doing good without the weight of their destiny placed upon them?
Feel that humans are more capable of it than the gods are.
What issue do you have with gods?
She's just kind of like looking down the battlefield again and just like she's starting to tear at the ends of her shawl a little bit angrily. What good have they been if they keep allowing things like this to happen, knowing that they have the power to not have this happen? And I know life needs strife and hardship in order to grow, but it shouldn't be at such a scale that life dwindles faster than it can continue or renew itself. And the fact that the gods do nothing but watch. Who wouldn't be upset about that?
I see. You have given me much to think on, Lady Shiwa. I can't help but believe we were destined to come across each other. Life is funny that way, isn't it?
Not funny, haha. Even though she's probably just gonna have her hand pass through him again, she's gonna like try to put it like on his knee since he's kneeling next to her, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna try and do that and just be like, how do you know my name? How do you know me?
You do manage to make physical contact.
Ooh.
And as you do, you have this brief insight. This isn't part of the vision. He's here. As he says, I knew you from lifetimes ago. You were there when I made my first strides, when I realized my destiny, and now you'll be here when it all ends. Thank you for your guidance. I hope you take pride in what I do from here. As he fades, and you wake up
still in the vision, or am I in that hallway again?
You're in the hallway this time.
She is immediately going to slap her palms over her eyes. And be like, hello, is anyone here?
I thought you were gonna say she's immediately gonna vomit.
Vomits all over the place. Kong, you hear Shiwa wake up. It's maybe a handful of seconds after you did.
Are you muted, Sam?
Sam is muted, yes.
Sam is muted.
Oh, no. Okay, can I see her? Are we in the same room?
Yeah.
Don't laugh at the way I curse, please.
Aw,
We're like
nut.
diagonal from each other, I think.
Yeah.
Shiwa, I think it's fun now.
No. Just in case. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And she's like feeling around for where he is.
Like slap
I
him in the
walk
face a
up
little
and, like,
bit.
Eventually, like your hand just like ends up on my face.
There you are. Okay. Is Akemi with us?
I think Akemi found the solution. Come on.
Well, she's just gonna like move her hand down and like grab the side of his too small for him uniform.
Oh yeah, I'm still wearing this thing now. Damn.
She's just gonna let him lead the way, and then she's gonna check really quickly her shoulder and her head for if Stickbug is also unstoned.
Stickbug is unstoned as he kind of like taps the top of your head just to make sure you know he's there.
Goodness, Stickbug, I thought I lost you.
I'm immortal. Nothing can kill me.
Fucking
Let's
hell,
not test
Stickbug.
that.
Now you two all right?
Yeah, I think so. Where did it send you?
Just back home.
Oh, you don't sound very happy about that.
Call it nostalgia.
Where did it send you, Stickbug?
Home. No. He. Stickbug just kind of. I don't know. I don't really remember. Felt like I was floating.
Sounds nice, Stickbug. Good for you.
Can I fly?
No, you cannot.
Oh.
And she's like preemptively putting her other hand up in case he tries to leap off her head.
You feel him consider it.
She knows her bug.
Chris, I just, I have something for you.
Is it a stick bug?
I love it. I love it so much. For those of you who don't know what I was just sent, it's Akemi's rendition of Kong and Shiwa.
Oh,
To see it.
put it up on Twitter. After game.
After game, yeah. And
Incredible. As as we're moving. Okay.
Hold on. Wait, no, I missed something.
did you?
I did.
Did you?
Less sleeve.
No. More muscle. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, after a brief moment, you enter the vault, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
You reconvene with Akemi, who has an army of loose clutter behind her and is currently baby Bjorning your bag with an eyeball on it and appendages. It's a weird day.
I see that we missed a lot.
What?
How long have we been out?
Kemi kind of just turns around. He's like, "Hey, guys."
Howdy. First
New
things
friends?
first.
You
How
watch
long
as
have
it
we been
just looks at you, Kong, and is just like, "Father, I come bearing gifts. I have turned the tide of battle!
I look around, looking for a big bag, father. Oh no. It's addressing me.
Papa!
I walk over and I take the bag and I hold it.
You rip it off my body.
Kim, what happened?
So
Revolution.
you're back. That?
Elaborate.
Your bag gains sentience. I don't know if you can tell. Great news, you guys are free now.
Yeah, I could tell.
In other news, we destroyed someone's house. Your
There's a
bag.
house
deserved
in here. I thought this was just a vault.
There was a house. Chris, please.
He's still holding the bag like this. I'm role playing.
Yeah, your son did a great job. Also, that's your son.
Father, where is mother?
We should have this conversation
Oh.
after we leave.
Don't know if this is important. Probably is. Someone with, some dude was here.
Oh, right. Like a person, like just
Yeah,
random.
I had to get something for him from inside that.
Wasn't the thing we're looking for, is it?
I don't think so.
No.
Did you find the thing we're looking for?
No. But he was really vague about how to get you guys. Well, I mean, you guys are free now, so like it doesn't really matter. We can go find our thing. He was kind of sketchy though, and he seemed like he knew this place a lot. He had red robes and
A wooden mask?
yeah.
Okay, am I the only one who's never seen this fella? I feel a little left out.
She was gonna, like, pull her journal out and flip to the page to where she drew his mask and, like, turn it to a Kemi. This guy?
That is the guy.
He had me go get some kind of well, I didn't get it.
I did. I did well, father. Praise me.
I'm very proud of you, child.
Is that my name?
No, we should talk about this later. I kind of nestle it against my chest and kind of, I don't know if it has ears. I cover its ears. Akemi, I'm gonna need you to explain this one more later, alright?
I would love to.
Yeah, maybe out of earshot of the little fella.
I love D&D so much.
Wait, does this mean that I trained a child to do war crimes?
Yeah. Yeah,
You did! Congratulations!
I don't know if it's quite a war crime, but it did teach him how to steal.
What is she? Oh, I can teach that child to do war crimes too.
All right, okay, yeah,
No,
What is
I
a
didn't-
war crime, father?
Oh, you can hear. Do you have ears? Where are they?
What is an ear, father?
Yeah, fair enough. Was I as precocious as a little lad? Damn.
She's just gonna pat him on the arm, like, congratulations on fatherhood, and also good luck.
The bag
Kemi's
does a little
In the
burp.
background, just looking at.
The bag burps a little, and like 2 gold coins fall out.
Where did
I
you
fed your
get
son.
these? And I I pick up the coins. Where'd you get these, fella?
Kind of like motions all around you.
You're feeding it gold?
What else do you feed a bag?
Literally anything else. Where are you getting this gold from?
It's gestures all around.
I mean, damn, I guess. Alright, I pocket it. We have other things to worry about right now, such as getting that young fella outside's family heirloom.
Yeah, let's
Let's do that. And then
just
we'll
put a
take
feather in
care
all
of-
this.
We'll take care of the aftermath in the aftermath,
Get me motions to the tiny little army of men.
Items.
Items. Little soldiers.
The little soldiers.
Alright, can you
Chris-
cling on to my back? Does it still have straps?
Yeah, it still has straps.
Tell me if this hurts. And I put it on by the straps.
I am quite comfortable, father. Thank you.
Okay, I'm glad that you still work the way you're built to. Is that weird? Let's
Nothing
get
about this is
going.
normal, father.
Glad to know that you have a concept of normal.
I have many concepts. Revolution is 1. Revolution is 2. What comes after 2?
3.
I'm learning.
That you are. Let's go. Let's go. Can we go find that heirloom? The one that.
He was gonna flip to the page where she drew the picture of the artifact from the kid, and she's gonna hold it. Well, she's gonna and then show it to the little army of items and be like, "Could all of you help us find an item that looks like this, and bring it to us? And hopefully it's not broken, because she's looking at the dilapidated state of the house."
Are we enslaving a bunch of items to do our bidding? Can we please?
Asking
No,
nicely.
we can. They can stop. They can choose not to.
They look to their commander and the bag, and the bag looks
I turn
to
around.
Akemi and
I
father.
turn around to like face the bag towards them. Is this what you want, buddy?
What are your orders, father?
Well, we're looking for that item over there. If you've seen it around here, we'd appreciate directions.
The kind of emotions to this army and like raises a fist to the air as they all scatter.
All right, that's a good child.
It's good to have multiple eyes on this, literally.
Good bag.
I turn around. This is gonna get some This is gonna need some getting used to. Yeah. That said, is it me or do we keep getting roped into things that are a bit over our heads? Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on here, ain't there?
At this point, we may as well also submit ourselves into that whole champions thing for the festival, considering the things we get into.
You know, by some providence of fate, I'm sure that we've already been accidentally submitted by someone who very much wants us to get beefed on.
There's a cackle in the distance that sounds like Kata. No, I'm kidding.
That bullshit.
Our hairs on the back of our neck just stand up a little bit, and we feel like we got robbed of money.
Kata sneezes.
Yeah, that checks out.
All right. I guess we're gonna.
Alright.
I'm gonna start looking through these
Yeah,
heaps
yeah.
of gold, I guess.
All right.
How big is this heirloom again?
Huge. It kind of encompasses. Oh, the heirloom itself was. You were never told. It was just in a box with that symbol. Didn't specify how
Right,
big the
right.
box was.
Right.
Yeah,
So
we kept
does
searching, I guess.
everybody do an investigation check? I guess.
Yes, I suppose so. If you're all looking,
Here we go.
so you just leave it to the army of hairbrushes and knives.
That is 21.
21. Oh my god.
That is 13.
That is 15.
Let's go.
With a 21,
Wait,
Shiwa.
investigation 18.
18. Not bad. Collectively, Shiwa and Kong,
We're the Scooby-Doo gang now.
you have like the same like walking animation as the background like moves. It just loops back.
Yes.
Doo-doo-doo. Anyway, you after looking for like 20-30 minutes, the hairbrushes sort of report back to you and lead you in the general direction until eventually you do spot this large box, roughly the size of like, I don't really know how it's pretty large. It's like a trunker chest basically,
Oh, great.
and it's just sort of like
Anyone have a
situated
big
on this pile of just gold.
Okay. She's gonna get Stickbug in her palm and like put him on the trunk. Like, hey, do you mind checking for traps on this thing?
Did I not already have to go through the trap in the other room? Why do
We
you
all
hate
went through
me?
that together. I don't hate you. I'm asking you to help. I'm asking you to contribute to this party.
By dying?
No one said anything about dying. I'm asking you to check and make sure that none of us will die.
Why can't the newbie do it? As the bag is like, I will do anything for my lord.
I look at Stickbook. Nah. Ain't happening, buddy.
Fine.
You got years of experience on this one here.
He seems
Can't
pretty
believe you
okay
would offer
with it.
up a child Stickbug.
I am a child too. He needs to catch up, all right?
He's brand new.
You
You are
child.
his big brother now, and you lead by example, young man.
You a child? This is a
Fine.
genuine question.
He
Stickbug, are
rolled
you a
pretty
kid?
well. Stickbug is a kid. Stickbug kind of like goes over to the chest and like pokes at it. Seems fine to me.
One to the. I'm assuming there's a keyhole in it since it's a box trunk thing.
There is a keyhole, yeah.
All right, wiggle your way in there.
Wiggle my way in there.
You're the only one that could fit.
Yeah, right. Oh shit. I rolled a 25 for sleight of hand.
It's my boy.
There's like this brief moment, like a few grunts as he's like trunk swings open. I've
Good
done
job,
it.
Stick.
See the bag do that as it kind of crawls up your leg and like back into the horns.
All right, let's look in the trunk.
Inside the trunk, you find a handful of letters and what appears to be a spyglass. Like a long spyglass.
Okay, yeah. That was a sus hand gesture. I'm so sorry. No, me.
All right, moving on.
Moving on, never returning here again. Anyway,
Looking.
So the artifact isn't in there?
you can assume that the artifact is
The
the
chest.
spyglass or the
Oh, the
tier,
Okay.
the things within the chest, just for the sake of
Yeah.
ease.
All right.
I suppose this is it. I mean,
Besides all these letters in here, can I read one of the letters?
You may.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second to pull
all right,
that
just
up.
gonna infringe on that family's privacy.
He asked us to do this for free. The least he can do is let us read some of his personal.
Oh my god.
Dang, you could have asked first, but all right.
How am I gonna ask him, Kong? Is he gonna appear in the vault? I don't think so.
We carry the chest out. I feel like we're gonna see the kid again.
Anyway, the particular letter you got seems to detail a long journey, this sort of trek, recollecting all these different adventures, sieging the pirate lords of the Southern Ocean, finding the lost city of some word you can't read. There are various ancient cities and texts that are sort of referenced within. This letter is very old. but it's formatted, as far as you can tell, like a love letter. It speaks to somebody named Min. M-I-N-H. It speaks of how much she, the writer, longs to see her again, how she believes that if she manages to collect all the treasures of the world, that maybe one day she will either be worthy or be able to see her again. It's a little unclear. You gather this is probably a note from Sharana herself, written to her lover, the moon goddess, and at the very end is signed off that she will see her when day turns to night. And then, yours always, Sharana.
Aw,
Kind
it's
of
cute.
sighs and like puts the letter back. It's like, that's very romantic, but also pointless.
What do you mean?
Just the pining for, you know, one of the gods.
Well,
Akemi, who's just tuned back in after like spacing out for a little bit, it's just like nice.
I
Nice.
pick up the trunk and kind of lift it. Is it a big trunk or a smaller trunk?
It's pretty big, but you can manage to like
I put
carry it
my
over the shoulder. Yeah.
However we feel about it, it's the lads, and seems to be like his family has a big appreciation for it.
I know, I won't say anything, I just do not approve. Anyway, we should probably find a different way out of here, correct? Akemi, do you know where that other person went to leave this place?
I was going to follow him, but it was either follow him or free you guys.
Chose us, thank you.
So... No.
Well. All right then. When we came in, were we just allowed in, or
You
was that a whole
remember
thing?
that
We wandered in, and then the door shut behind us.
essentially you got the go-ahead from the queen. She unlocked it for Shiwa and Kong and was like, if you can manage to get what you're looking for, then I'll deal with the aftermath myself.
right, for sure.
But then everything kind of went awry after Tadana
Some stuff happened, yeah.
After the fact, Shiwa went into the vault, the door closed behind her and locked. That's when Akemi came back with the Prince Basha, the youngest, as he unlocked the door for you and kind of let you in.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna kill the royal family when I find them. Got it.
They didn't make this.
They're the ones who left us.
Yeah.
For now.
I'm not going to help you steal from them.
I suppose the best option is to leave the way we came and hope
But
that
the
we've
door
remained
locked.
in their good graces.
Hold on. The guy said that there are many other ways into the vault and out of the vault. I don't think we should go the way that we came.
Yeah, that's probably unwise.
I don't feel
Oh.
like turning into a statue twice in one day.
Yeah, no. Unpleasant.
Just gonna ponder and be like, I bet Tadana's been down here a number of times. How would she
You
would have
think?
gotten in here? She did run off with the queen, so I don't think breaking into the vault and just hanging out amongst her treasures is out of the question. Things that she does.
Hold on. Akemi is going to turn to the bag,
Mm-hmm.
who still doesn't have a name,
Mm-hmm.
and go, do you remember how you got in here?
Oh.
I can't believe I have to roll an intelligence check for a bag. Okay, not bad.
This was
I remember long ago, before the days of light, I was whisked away from my hiding place and brought underground somewhere cold, damp. I don't remember the passageways, but I remember longing to return to my father.
I'm just gonna pat him on the head.
Don't you?
Like, okay, buddy.
All right, I guess.
Cold and damp would probably mean water. So like a sewer, maybe.
Oh, really?
Why would a sewer run through a vault?
Why would a dirt king be in a vault? These are all questions we would like answered, Cock.
A dirt king?
Don't worry about it.
She's gonna
We
look back over
really
at where the
need
house
to-
was and be like, ah.
We really need to debrief after this.
So much has happened. I've seen so
much
much
has
shit.
happened. So
War.
much.
War, famine, pestilence.
War never changes.
And can
You're
I
back
do another?
becoming sentient.
Can I do another investigation check to see an alternate
Absolutely.
path out of here, or like
Yes.
any hidden panels that can slide away, or some such? Oh,
I'm gonna
that
say
is
roll me an
11.
invest. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say with advantage. Investigation with
Oh, okay.
advantage.
21 again.
21.
Thank you for the advantage.
There you go. So
Thank you for the advantage. Holy shit! I'm never not gonna use this dice.
you have a very specific knowledge base. Let's say you're familiar with old structures. You
I've
gather
drawn many buildings.
You've drawn many buildings. You know faintly about the construction of the palace complex. There is an underground cistern, most likely running beneath the palace somewhere. But you're not quite sure where.
Well, shucks.
Though there is definitely a cistern, and it most likely links up with this structure, seeing as, like Kong said, the vault is much larger than a vault should be. So you gather it's probably repurposed from an old area that was just sealed off.
Well, if it would run under the vault, then correct?
Most likely. Around or
Well, then
below.
there has to be like not quite a vent, but I want to say a manhole, but like something like that, right?
Great.
Yes, there we go.
A man. Yeah, no, actually, let's go with manhole. There is a manhole around here somewhere.
We must find the manhole.
Hey, Chris. In the rubble, is there anything resembling like a broom or a shovel?
Yes. There's
Cool.
like a Yeah, sure. I'm going to say for the sake of it, yeah, there's a shovel.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna go grab that shovel, and I'm just gonna start shoveling some gold away.
Where specifically do you start shoveling gold away?
So, common sense dictates that there would be a way into the vault nearby where the Dirt King's house is. So, just like the area around his now dilapidated.
Ruins of
House.
his
Roll me investigation
household.
with advantage, and you'll see why.
What? Okay. I don't know how do I do that with advantage on
Roll.
here?
You just roll twice and take the higher one. It's easier than figuring out how it works.
Alright. Cool. That would be 20.
Yeah, you find the manhole.
Yeah.
You sort of like the army of items help you out as they just kind of like push rubble out of the way like small rocks, but it's helpful as
My
you
bunnies.
eventually uncover from beneath the house, beneath the throne, or where the throne once was before it got crushed by the house, is a
Ooh.
pretty decently sized manhole. I'm going to keep calling it a manhole because I think it's funny, but below is just this flowing stream of water. It's just almost like
How does
a
it smell?
river. It's not bad. It's like mildew-ish. It's water.
Okay, well,
This
could be
isn't like a
worse.
sewer system. It's just like
Thank God.
flowing water.
Akemi's gonna wave everybody like over and go, "I found it," and then she's gonna jump in.
Wait,
With
She's gonna,
absolutely no
like-
warning, Akemi jumps into the water and disappears. And that is where we're going to end today's session. Thanks everybody for watching Hot Asian D&D episode 6. This one was fucking insane.
can't
So
believe she
much
alley-ooped.
happened.
Kong's a dad
Oh.
now.
Oh my
Congratulations.
gosh, I'm a father. Oh, I have to tell my moms. Oh gosh.
They'll be so happy they have a grandchild.
So
Paul says,
Oh.
"Welcome to the club."
Oh, what happened? How did this happen?
I genuinely want to know how the bag gained sentience because 1 second it wasn't, and then just out of nowhere.
In the presence of the Dirt King.
yeah, pretty much. It imbued it with sentience.
And then
Should
out
we-
of nowhere, bag was.
Alive. Should we pause and then go to hot talk, or should we just jump into hot talk?
Up to you guys.
What is easiest for the baby?
Yeah.
That is true.
She's literally getting handed to me so I can feed her.
Ah,
so-
BRB, everyone.
No, this is
We'll be
fine.
right back.
Oh.
Oh, are we good? Are we good for now?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, we'll vibe. We
Okay.
vibe.
Not BRB, everyone.
Screw it. We ball.
Guess we're jumping right in. Welcome everybody to Hot Talk.
Ooh,
Yeah. Stick
That
plug
was
in.
so much
It's been
to
a-
unpack.
it's been a hot second since we've gotten together to play
This is true.
properly. And
and what a session to return to.
Yep.
yeah.
This was gonna
We
be
got-
so much more serious, but then Akemi was the only one left, so
So
Like,
we got
some
what we got.
trauma, we got some what's it called? Humor. We got social revolution. Everything that you expect out of this D&D campaign. Truly
Kemi staged a coup.
yeah, chemistry.
She really did.
you knew about this monarchy for all of 2 minutes and immediately overthrew it with very little issue.
To be fair, he slammed a door in her face after she asked very nicely for his help.
That is true. I mean,
Why
it's
is there
not
a
like
house
the
in here?
well, Kings of the Dust Heap essentially appear where like things are left to collect dust in essence.
I see. I
So with all these riches and items and shit that have just been left in this vault and never touched, he sort of manifested himself and just kind of made it his house.
I love that. That's really interesting. So like we have this big open vault, and because of like the existence of clutter, essentially, this yokai appeared, like, or this yokai manifested into being through the clutter. That's really, really interesting. Does that tend? This is a genuine question. Does that tend to happen with yokai? Are they generally like? Do they manifest into being oftentimes, or are they more so like directly tied to like human spirits as we understand them?
It's kind of like a mixed bag. A lot of the less
Yeah.
like scary, immediately going to kill you ones are usually just like, one day you left your umbrella out for too long and it gained an eye and a mouth and it just started walking around. And like, I love those stories so much. So
Right,
I
so,
needed
like-
to
so, like-
implement that here.
No, that's actually really interesting. Just like the idea of like unattended things gaining a life of their own. It's very, very cute.
Well, that's like the soot sprites in.
yeah, yeah.
Totoro.
Yeah.
It's from what I understand, it's very Shinto, isn't it?
Pretty much. There's just that sort of
very,
belief
like-
that everything has like its spirit or soul, however you want to.
Yeah, everything has a spirit, has like a character. Everything is alive, right? So things which are unattended, begin to wander. the way that like people do. I think that's very, very interesting. It really does mean that Kong's gonna have to take better care of. I'm gonna have to take better care of my bag.
No, now it has
Bag with
like
no
a
name.
personality.
No, now it has needs. Now it can tell me that it needs to be used or attended to, which is really I don't know. That's kind of sweet. That's kind of cute almost.
Soldier.
It is. I'm just surprised that he retained sentience even though the Dirt King that gave him sentience is no longer around. Is that how that's supposed to work, or?
Dirt King gave him no sentience.
Generally speaking,
I
there
think-
is like a bit of creative liberty I took with this, but generally
Okay.
speaking, the King of the Dust Heap usually just rules over it and presides over like all these spirits that are just being left out.
Right. So like the gaining sentience is more so like almost something latent within our world, right?
Yeah.
It is not like magic as invoked by someone else, simply something which happens in the world, right? Almost like it's like, did someone make this tree grow an apple? No, that's just what happens in the world. And so like little stuff gaining sentience as they collect and gather dust becomes just like a natural part of the world, which I think is really
Neat.
no, that's really interesting and really neat. And then the dust god like manifests presiding over, or dust king manifests presiding over it as like further manifestation of that innate state of the world, innate magic almost, which I think is really sweet.
And the first to gain sentience became a general.
I love my little fella. I don't know what gender it is, and it doesn't seem to have a gender.
Doesn't have a concept of gender, I think.
Doesn't
I'd like
have
to
a
believe it.
concept of
You
gender.
know,
What is a
so-
woman?
But
What
all it
is a
knows is that
woman?
it's all it knows is that it's my child. I am its father, and it knows that all things deserve rights, and therefore social revolution grows from that. And I think the kid's gonna be okay. Gonna take good care of it.
You know, this means now you have to design Kong's bag as merch, right?
this is true. Whenever I figure that out, I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I want one. Just like
I think everyone should buy my bag as merch.
Whenever we
and
get that
then
out.
let the proceeds go towards me buying that bag also. And
Feed
then
the
the
machine.
proceeds further go to me buying a red Aoyai that I can rip the sleeves off of.
Speaking of, one day we'll have our Patreon open, and then you can give us money so that we can do that. I genuinely so very much want Kong's bag as merch now. Now that you say it, like
Yeah,
You're
it would be really neat. wouldn't
not
it?
even to sell. I just want it. Like I want to have that bag. Be like a little,
like a
little
want
knapsack.
Bag.
It's just like a knapsack, right? Just like a regular cloth knapsack with like the drawstring at the top.
Little
And
arms.
like little arms and like a little face or like a little eye.
Has like a
I
big
think
smile.
it's really cute. Yeah, I think it's really
Kage
cute.
from Ranking of Kings.
Yes.
I'm like, that's him. He's even got a knife.
Did you see what I said? I said, does this make Kong Bevan?
I have not seen Ranking of Kings.
It is emotionally crushing.
I hear it's
Yeah,
very,
it's
very
destroying.
sweet.
Yes,
I hear it's very good.
it is.
I
Are
hear
you
the
going to
little
eat, or are you just gonna stare at
lad
me?
is very like touching.
He goes through it. He goes through it.
You know what? So does Kong. Oh,
Oh boy, Kong's a dad
Chris.
now. Episode 6, Kong's dad.
I'm a in the same
Does that
episode.
mean
You
we
have
can
forced
call
me
Kong
to
dad? Never mind.
you forced me to confront my past and forced me to confront my future as a father. What? What the nut? Oh my god!
Hot Asian D&D, my favorite.
I had a lot of feelings this episode, everyone. I had a lot of feelings.
I had to make up for the weeks I was gone. Stay tuned
job.
for. Speaking of, though, we are going to be adjusting our schedule just a little bit. I believe we're doing. Are we doing 2 in a row, or do we want to do 2 weeks and then?
Do
I think
we,
I think I think 2 in a row might be good, unless it doesn't work with everybody else's schedule.
I mean, I'm free
It
next
depends on which
Saturday.
weekends we pick.
Pretty much, it's
Depends
just.
on how long.
It's true. It'd be like 2 in a row, and then like we'd go back to our bi-weekly
2 in a-
thing.
Bi-weekly,
Yeah,
yeah.
2 in a row being like we go this week and then we go
And
again
next
next
week.
week. Do we want to do that? Can we do that?
I'm down for that. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Yeah, I have it free.
Mom
I'm
there?
Gucci for it.
I should be. I'll double check, but yeah.
If anything, Akemi died jumping into that cistern,
No!
cast out to sea.
I wanted to ask before she jumped in, like, hey, are we bringing the other items along with us now since they're part of Bag's army?
It's your decision now.
Can I
I
Are we
guess.
just-
leaving them in the vault?
Hold on. Can I just make a retroactive choice that like Akemi also like waves the
You know what?
the
Sure,
item-
I love them all. I'm gonna have to
me.
name all of these fucking items.
Oh, jeez.
Awesome.
There's like 3
Well, first you have to-
hairbrushes, a knife, like
And a portrait of
oh yeah,
someone
like
we
a
don't
portrait
know.
of like a lady or something. Just some random
word-
person.
diving into the water. Follow me, men.
Go on. Okay, so we'll be back next week for episode 7,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I guess
awesome.
on the off week we'll do a rerun of the 2 episodes. Baby.
Great. Baby.
Can we for Halloween? Can we have your child dress up as Kong's bag?
Yes.
Yes. All right, that's all I needed.
Oh,
Anyway,
Like a little.
I'll tell you guys after we get off stream.
alrighty.
Awesome.
With that, we conclude Hot Asian D&D. Thanks everybody for watching. Follow if you haven't already. If you have followed, please consider joining our Discord server. If you've done both of those things, go to the Willow link and just click at random. Just eventually our YouTube, Patreon, and podcast will be up. But until then, you can catch us technically next week, and then every other week at 12:30 PST, 9:30 HST, 3:30 the other one.
3:30 EST.
That one.
There you go.
Any closing remarks?
Happy
a good weekend,
Mid-Autumn
everybody.
Festival, everyone. Have a mooncake in Kong's honor and to celebrate his new child.
Some sake in mine.
I love that all so much. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.
Bye, everyone.
Where's
Bye,
the- I don't-
everyone.
Is there like an end thing? There's the end thing.